the ring, which in the 70s, I believe, it was all car traffic everywhere.
En de gay zebra pad.
Yeah. And this city center is actually so small that it's unbelievable that there used to be cars all over here. The squares were parking lots.
But you have a very special system in Groningen to keep traffic out.
Well, there's very limited traffic within the ring, the deeper ring, which is really small. It's 1.5 kilometers across or something. So you can walk everywhere. It's really.
But then you put it in like 4 quarters, that you can't go from the one quarter to the other quarter.
By car you cannot cross it. There is some traffic going in because people have to drop something off or they live there, but there's no cross traffic, so it's light on traffic.
Nice.
We'll cross the street and we'll go left. We'll go around the city first, around the center.
Okay.
Within the center, but
okay. And you're a traffic engineer? No.
I'm not a traffic engineer.
What are you?
A psychologist who specialized in decision making, and I was an avid cyclist, but for me riding to work was natural because it's smarter. But I didn't see what the bike can do for a city and for people.
Okay.
Unnoticed. But then I worked with someone on a report that calculated how much cycling costs and saves the city of Utrecht. So and then I got sucked into, well, what you know, like no one else, but what cycling can do and how we should promote it.
Well, I have 2 words for what you just said. First word is Bikenomics.
Yes.
Study the return of investment in cycling infrastructure and find out how you quickly gain other things. The other thing is that the Netherlanders, the Dutch, are like fish in the water when it comes to cycling.
Yeah, but they also don't know.
But fish is the last to know what water is.
Yes, exactly. I think that describes me as well 6 or 7 years ago. And then when you read about other people who know much more about the topic and who show you different things, then there's just more and more and more. And we're going left. Okay.
There's a whole lot of cycling in Groningen.
Yes, I think this is one of the first places where they're starting to see the drawbacks, or maybe not drawbacks, but things you need to manage, like all the bikes here. They are working on systems to make that people have to, like, it's unusual for Dutch people to walk even 50 or 100 meters. They just want to park in front of the store.
So we are lazy.
And we're getting to the point that is also not sustainable, and maybe walking should be prioritized. And let's go right here.
Yeah.
Maybe walking should be prioritized, and within the ring, which we just went outside, I believe there are all kinds of parking rules, and so you should, as a Dutchman, you should pay attention to where you put your bike. Also as a
well, people getting to know it, because in front of my house there's a huge parking garage, bicycle parking garage built for 2,000 bicycles, and the people from the school, they have to park there, but they have to learn, you know.
Yes, it's really, and it's also.
So what happened yesterday was there's a car picking up all the wrongly parked bikes.
Yes.
And these small boys and girls, 12-year-old, pleading to get the bike back, and the answer was no.
Yeah, and
you learn a lesson now.
Yeah, but that's for the Dutch. That's like they won't protest like they won't protest for almost anything, but for this there's a lot of negative sentiments. But in the end, something needs to be done, and I think we'll close this. So yeah, we should find a way to make it work. And yeah, but it's a fairly big change. If people just want to stop right in front of where they're going, and even 25 or 50 meters feels like you have to park.
Yeah,
and it's not. You're often like, if you get to, if like you and me, we're probably aware of this. So you know, if I park a bit further away from, and that's only 100 meters.
I am much worse than you think. I have decided to buy a folding bike,
Yes,
a Brompton,
right.
and it never parks anywhere.
Yeah, that's one way.
It never leaves me.
That's one way. But I just park a little bit further out and walk the last 100 meters. We'll cross it. It will come soon. More to come soon.
This is nice infrastructure for many cities in the world.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll get to a part after this where it's even good compared to most cities, but you already start to see that there's still too many cars.
Yeah. I smell the forest.
So you could compare this to the Vondelpark in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Same size?
Don't think there's much difference, but I think Vondelpark is a bit bigger, but not.
And in Vondelpark there's no mopeds allowed.
Yeah, that's something I'm
Trying to get
when
in.
I see them, I think, what are they doing here?
Are they allowed to be here?
I'm not really sure actually.
The average age here is low.
Yeah, that if you would have filmed this 2 weeks ago,
It was
yeah, it was.
elderly people.
Yeah. The student city in summertime is much different to the rest of the year, but with this weather and after a year of COVID, yeah, this idiot, and she thinks that they're in the way,
Yeah.
and I think she is taking up too much space.